Hello and welcome to ImperfectlyMeCrafts. I'm Mallory. Chu is next to the camera today.
Oh yeah.
And we are doing our 300 sub giveaway. Woo! Touching things. Okay.
No touchy.
No touchy. No touchy. Okay. So first I just want to do a quick shout out to Detroit Beer Co. because I am enjoying their Farmhouse Ale 6% and it is to die for. Fine. Just don't drop the glass and don't drink it all. It's my beer. Oh, and of course there's a train.
Go ahead.
So, we are going to get down to doing some drawings. We're also going to give some shout outs to some of the best breweries around. So, we've separated the breweries into categories. We have the top 3 for best beer, the top 3 for best space, and the top 3 for the best, you know, that atmosphere when you walk into a brewery and you just feel like you belong there. We have that top 3 as well, and a couple of honorable mentions. So we are going to get right to it. I'm going to start out with the breweries we saw on our 34 brewery trip with the best beer. The 3 that knocked our socks off first was Mud Run in Stockton, Illinois. Tiny little brewery. They're doing some cool stuff with their beer. That lemon meringue amber, still like, I'm salivating just thinking about it. And it doesn't sound like it should work, but oh my God, it did. They had a lot of great beer. Their peanut butter was
Another good one.
Incredible. Like, I mean, their beer is great. They are doing some amazing things. Second,
what was the word? They not made us jealous. Spoiled us because that was the first brewery we went to on our trip.
It was the very first brewery on our trip, and I'm telling you, they're in our top 3 of the 34 we went to for best beer. That's how good this place was. Like, you'd never expect it. Tiny little town, middle of nowhere. Gotta check them out, they're amazing. Second on this list, not in any particular order, just top 3, Utapils in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Utapils is very, very focused on super traditional styles of beer. I mean, they don't use the funny names, they just have, it is a Pilsner. Here, have this Pilsner, and it is a frickin' Pilsner. It's perfect and spot on every single style they do, exactly within the rules, and so beautiful. I loved everything about their beer.
And they might have, but I don't remember offhand if they had any crazy beers.
They had a couple funky ones, like a couple fun ones.
Yeah.
But honestly, they do tend to focus more on the traditional. They have other stuff. Traditional's their wheelhouse, and they are rocking every inch of that. Third, certainly not last, is Sandhills Brewery. This one was in Kansas.
Yes.
Yeah. So this one, it surprised us a little bit. They do the wild fermentation, so big sours game. Lots of farmhouse saison styles, things like that. They were unfrickin' believable. And that Pilsner, that Pilsner rocked everything. Oh my gosh. So I gotta say, best beers on our whole tour, Mud Run, Utapils, and Sandhills. We got Illinois, Minnesota, and Kansas all in one right there. A couple honorable mentions for the beers. Pearl Street Brewing in La Crosse, Wisconsin?
Yes.
La Crosse, Wisconsin. They had an 8-beer flight. You want a real flight? You want 8 beers on your flight? They got it going.
And
Great
you got
beer.
to pick out of about 20.
Yeah, you're picking out of about 20, so yeah, they were rocking that. Loved that they had an 8 beer flight.
Yeah.
Words are fun, I do them goodly. And next is gonna be Fargo Brewing. They were a little interesting and unusual because they had a barber shop attached to their brewery. You can get your shave and a haircut with your beer.
Dun dun.
Yeah, shave and a haircut with beer. And then I do want to give a shout out to them as well because they had what I would consider the very best Mexican lager I've ever had in my life.
True.
I have not found a Mexican lager that had the lime, the salt, so perfectly balanced with the beer. They got a huge shout out for the Mexican lager.
I mean, it makes sense. You think of Fargo and you think of Mexican
Fargo, North Dakota, I would think of Mexican lager every time. It was phenomenal. Check out Fargo, check out Pearl Street. They're all great. We are gonna draw the first name. So we have 2 6-packs and we have merch. We are not drawing in any specific order. So just because you hear your name come out of this, you don't know what you're getting yet. So let's put Chu's lovely hands to work, shall we? Draw a name there, sugar.
That one feels good.
That one feels good? All right, let's see who we got.
Ooh.
Congratulations, Al Che from My Back Step.
Hey!
Al, you are going to be getting a package from us soon. You are one of our big winners. All
now,
right.
he's up in Canada.
He's up in Canada.
Which means he won't be able to get the beer.
He's also not a beer drinker.
That is true.
So he's probably not going to want the beer. That was another reason we were kind of leaving it open on the things, because some of our viewers actually don't do beer. And we're like, well, we can't send them a 6-pack because that would be awkward. So we have one winner right here. Fantastic. Congratulations, Al. We're moving on to category number 2. This is the best space. This is just the entire space that we were in general. And we have first Al Ringling Brewing Company in Baraboo, Wisconsin.
Awesome.
Oh, Al Ringling of the Ringling Brothers fame. Yes, the circus. He had a mansion there because that's where they grew up. His mansion has been turned into a brewery. His mansion has the good old calliope that's like 20 feet tall and 12 feet wide. It still works, and they played it for us. We got to
There is no volume button on it, so it's one volume, which is loud.
It was a loud thing. It was awesome, but it was loud. The whole place is carved wood. We got to meet one of the Ringling family members as well while we were there.
She happened to be there.
And we found out the place is haunted, so that was super fun. Getting to hear some of the ghost stories. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell you. That space is one of the best breweries I've ever seen in my life. And we've been to a lot of breweries.
The history and just the look of it and everything, just...
Plus, if you head up to Baraboo, Wisconsin, you got Devil's Lake right there. Great mountain climbing, great hiking, and a beautiful lake. You have several distilleries in the area. You're not too far from Wisconsin Dells, so if you like the super family-friendly place to go with all the shopping, that's a place too. And what else? Oh, this Ringling Circus Museum is in Baraboo as well. So if you are not terrified of clowns, that's a place to be as well. After that, we have the Westin Brewing Company. This was Westin, Missouri, the westernmost city in Missouri, as how they touted themselves. This one, this gentleman who started it, he dug his own lagering caves 60 feet down. Those lagering caves, because they have refrigeration now, have now become a bar. You walk your happy little backside down 60 feet underground to drink in climate-controlled beauty in a little cave.
Yes.
I loved it.
It was 95 degrees, maybe 100 when we were there. We went downstairs and we had to put a sweater on.
Oh yeah, I had my sweater on when we were down in the bar.
And they had a band down there too.
And they had band. Yeah, they have a little stage with music all the time too. Absolutely wonderful. I loved the Westin. Plus there's a restaurant there so you can, have some food so you don't get too far gone from the beer. Next, this is again the top 3 for the space. Our last one was also in Missouri. This is the Angry Swede Brewing Company. Angry Swede Brewing Company. You walk in and it's kind of unassuming, like a city street, the downtown area. And then you find out that there's a hidden staircase behind the bathrooms, and you go down and there's a speakeasy under the bar. It was so freaking cool.
It's like from the 1920s.
Yeah.
They kept it that way. It looked so... I was waiting for Frank Sinatra and the rest of the Rat Pack to come out and start singing.
Phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. Plus they had the music on old jazz going down there and everything. And we were there on a weekday during the day, so it was pretty quiet while we were there too. We were the only ones down in the speakeasy. And again, climate controlled because it was underground. Yeah. It was nice and comfy down there. That one was freaking awesome. And the beer was really good.
They were good there too.
The beer was quite good there. So that was a really good one. We got 2 more honorable mentions for breweries. We're going to start out with Findlay Brewing. Best food.
Hands down.
Hands down. As far as all the breweries we ate at, we didn't eat at every single one, of course, but all the breweries we ate at on the whole trip, Findlay Brewing in Ohio had the best food, hands down. It was phenomenal. Thanks again, TK, for taking us there.
And great beer too.
And great
I don't
beer,
want to take away from the beer.
Right. The beer was great too, but they're getting a special honorable mention for best food because that rocked. And another honorable mention is Burr Oak Brewing Company. They had the best mascot, Clyde the cat. Meow. So Clyde made a guest appearance sitting on our table while we were doing our flight. He's such a sweetie and so cute and loving, and yeah, he was the best mascot of all the breweries. So Burr Oak, yay Clyde!
And if you go there, make sure you have 1 or 2 quarters in your pocket because they do have. What do they have?
It's like the candy machine you used to put in a quarter and you get like Runts or M&Ms or whatever out of. You get kitty treats or puppy treats. They'll because they'll have dogs too, but. You can get kitty treats out of the little machine, and he hears that noise and he'll come running from wherever he is because he knows. All right, those are our honorable mentions. We're going to draw another name. I'm going to get this one.
Ooh. She's cheating.
Oh, yeah, okay. Mountain Moon Adventures.
Ooh.
You are winner number 2. All right, fantastic. We got 2 of our winners taken care of.
Another Canadian, I believe.
Is that Canadian?
I believe so.
Mountain Moon's Canadian too. All right, we got 2 Canada winners. All right, good job, Canada, so far.
Canada.
What's up, guys?
They're taking over.
They are taking over. Our next and last section is Best Atmosphere. Honestly, Chu and I base most of how we feel about a brewery off of this. It's when you're in there and you just feel like you've always belonged there. We love that when we find it, and these 3 are the top 3 for what we felt in that category. So we're gonna start out Wooden Legs Brewing Company. Wooden Legs was having a trivia night. They were having a fundraiser for the local schools, and we had half the staff at different times come to our table and just be like, hey, you're not from town, what's up? Is there anything we can help you with? You want to chat? And they would like sit down at our table and tell us the history of the place and talk to us just about everything.
Right.
They gave us so many great suggestions on other breweries to check out on our travels.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they were so amazing. And beer was good.
Yeah.
The beer was good.
But beer was good there too.
Yeah.
And they had good, I want to say charity.
Oh
How
yeah.
they did the charity,
Yeah,
you
the
know, that's
charity
always
stuff. They do a lot of
plucked
the
our
charity
strings
stuff.
a little bit whenever a place does charity.
I know, we love seeing the breweries that are involved in charity. This one's all over it, it's like all the time. And they were just so amazing. The customers, we made friends with a bunch of the customers. The staff, we made friends with a bunch of them. I want to go back there really bad. I loved it. That was a really great one.
Agreed.
Fun night too, fun night. Next one, Wise Eye Brewing Company. Again, kind of middle of nowhere. This one's in Iowa. And we didn't know what to expect when we saw this one. We just kind of, there it is. Okay, let's stop. We weren't anticipating stopping there. I am so
And we
glad
were
we did.
somewhat later.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
it
like
was-
8:30, 9 o'clock.
It was
We
later
only
in the
had
day.
about an hour and a half.
Yeah, so we didn't have a ton of time there. First of all, the beer was great. Like Wise Eye was on the list for best beer as we were whittling it all down for quite a while there because their beer was excellent. This guy knows what he's doing. Fantastic. But this, again, it's the vibe, it's the people, it's the space. They had beautiful decor, very comfortable, happy feeling as you're there. And pair that with some good beer and a live stream with friends, and man, you can't lose.
Yeah, if that was half a mile from here, we would be in trouble.
Oh,
We'd
yeah.
be going up to the neighborhood brewery every day.
100%. If it was a half mile away, we would be done for. All right, last one on the list for best atmosphere is Seymour Brewing Company in Seymour, Indiana.
I need to see more of that place.
Oh yeah, me too. So first of all, everything was purple, which I'm loving purple. I was feeling that. They're also a great music venue. Their outdoor space at Melody Field.
Yeah.
They named it Melody Field. They have bands all the time out there. The owner is super into music. A lot of the beer names are based off of songs. And the beer was darn good there too. I really liked the beer there too.
And the, what do you call it? The bartender and the owner, all of them were super friendly.
So nice. We felt so welcome.
The customers too, they were like,
Oh.
oh, you're not from around here? Okay, blah, 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 and
Yeah.
talking.
The atmosphere, it felt like a neighborhood bar.
Yeah.
Actually, all 3 of those felt like this neighborhood place where you just want to be. And so
I was
those top the
expecting
list.
while there to somebody to come in, they go, Norm, Norm, you know, like where everybody knows your name. It was.
Yes. Our last two honorable mentions go to Lost Duck, also in Iowa. Lost Duck Brewing Company. The gentleman has been running it for 20 years. It is 20 years old. He has raised the prices one time in 20 years, and he's raised them 50 cents. It's now $3 a beer.
No, $3.50.
Sorry,
now.
$3.50 a beer. He started them at $3. $3.50 a beer, and the beer was good. Good beer. And during Quacky Hour, it was only $2.50 for a pint.
Between 3 and 6.
And you can buy the wooden nickels during Quacky Hour to use later. Oh my gosh, this place was amazing. And now they served food too. We didn't try the food there, but the beer was rocking. The people there, like we got talking to some of the locals and we had such a blast.
And it was right on the river.
Right on the river. It was
right
beautiful.
outside of Fort Madison.
Yeah, it
was the fort.
Fort Madison, Fort Madison, Iowa, and it was right on the Mississippi. It was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommended to check out the Lost Duck. Last but not least, for honorable mentions, we have Junkyard Brewing Company. This one was the best beach bar brewery. You felt like you were on the beach. They're nowhere near a beach. Not a beach. Nope. You walk in, it's like driftwood and signs, and everyone's just chilling and relaxed, and it felt like a beach bar.
It felt like Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett would have loved it.
Yeah, it had like a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville vibe, though I don't know that's really what they were going for.
No, but it
worked.
had that, yeah.
It worked. It felt really good in there. That was a really good one. So yeah, those are all of our best of and our honorable mentions. We are about to draw another name. Chew, you want to do this one or you want me to?
Me.
Chew's turn. See. Congratulations, Dave's TV. You got a prize coming, and you know what? We're going to draw one more name. So Dave's TV, let's see. My turn.
Come on.
My turn. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, TN Bushcrafter.
Nice.
Fantastic.
We found him, or he found us, or we found each other during...
From Al Chafe.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
From Al Chafe's, he did a 24-hour live, and that's where we met TN Bushcrafter. Super nice guy, loving that. So, we have Al Chafe, My Back Step, Mountain Moon Adventures, Dave's TV, and TN Bushcrafter. All four of you are going to be getting prizes from us in the next, in the next week or two.
Yeah.
And I will be reaching out to all of you, and I think, all these folks have channels, so I have a contact for all of them at least.
Or
so
if you
helps.
happen to see this before she reaches out.
Yeah, feel free to reach out to me.
Yeah.
My email's there in the description for the channels, so you can reach out to me if I don't get there first. And you guys all won! It's so exciting. We got all the merch. We have 2 6-packs that are going out. I'm going to tell you one more time who won. TN Bushcrafter, Dave's TV, Mountain Moon Adventures, and Al Chafe, My Back Step. Thank you guys all so much. We had the best time on this trip. I'm so grateful that we were able to even do it. And so grateful that you guys came along with us and shared the journey. And my God, I just want to plan the next one like right now because it was so much fun.
And thank you to everyone else that commented, that viewed, that gave us suggestions, not only on YouTube, but on Instagram and TikTok. Other people gave us suggestions on where to go.
Yeah. We had Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. People were messaging us from all over. Oh, you're going to so-and-so state. You got to check out this brewery. And we were like, okay. And we did. We just changed our route depending on what people told us. So we never knew where we were going to be the next day, which was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So cheers to all of you. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see what 400 subscribers and 500 subscribers will bring us. Oh, that's going to be a lot.
One last thing, we got to give even a bigger shout out to all the people that donated to the beer alcohol level fund.
Yes.
Is that what we called it?
Our blood alcohol money. Yes. Yes. Thank you again to the folks who donated to that. That would be Shane of Shane's Craft Beer Review, who also met up with us in Detroit, and we had a great time that day hitting a couple breweries. a beer date with TK. He let us stay with him and his family and took us to Findlay Brewing, which had the best food on the trip. Thank you. Dave's TV donated us a flight. Thank you so much, Dave, and we'll be talking to you soon. Rick, rspirate, thank you so much for the donations, and thank you for watching the kitties while we were gone. Thanks. And then Brian the Beer Snob, thank you for your donation. I can't wait to see you again. Chicago 2023, you're coming. It's gonna be fun. Then we have Jesse of Bumpy Road Brews. Jesse, thank you so much. You were the very first person who donated, and we are so, so grateful. Helped us out a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Shannon and Todd, you might have seen them on Rod J's Beer Ventures. They are guest spot on Toss One Back Thursdays. If you haven't seen the Thursday live stream, it's super fun to watch. But Shannon and Todd are great, and they let us into their home and took us to 3 different breweries and got us an extra state down in Louisville.
Louisville.
Not Louisville. Louisville. I don't know. And New Albany down there in that area. They were so sweet. So thank you again so much to our donors and to our friends. And God, I want to go on the road again right now.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. I can't get out. I have the chair pulled, or the table pulled back, and I have a green screen behind me.
True.
For those winners, we will be reaching out soon, and you'll be getting your prizes soon. Thanks, everybody, and a big 300 subscriber cheers from over here. Cheers, everybody.